Good morning, traders and investors. Welcome back to Chasing Financial Freedom. Today, we are going to try to answer to the question, is the stock market in a bubble and what should you do in this situation? How should you act? But before that, please leave a like button and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any new news. We're trying to improve every day. We are improving our trading game, we are improving our investing game, we are improving our technical and fundamental analysis, and you will get all of that here for free. So, let's start with a quote from Steve Clark. He said, "Do more of what works and less of what does not work." So, how can you use this quote in your trading and investing game? Look at the stocks that do good. Look at the strategy that makes you better, that makes you a better trader, and try to improve your trading game day by day and become better and better and better. So we're going to look at the SMS SPY performance, and we're going to look what is going on and what is actually happening with this situation. So the question is the stock market in a bubble? So CNN Business, Matt Egan said, US stocks are in a bubble and it's unclear when it will pop, hedge funds manager said. So let's watch this video.
After Tesla revealed it bought $1.5 billion worth of the cryptocurrency. Tesla also saying it may start accepting Bitcoin as a payment method for their cars. Paul Micah joins us with the details. Paul, there's two stories here. There's one which is the corporate and the great...
Okay, here they are saying that Tesla has invested, as we've been talking yesterday, they invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and their investment has already risen at about 20%. We're going to see what the CCC is going to say about that and what is going to happen and actually what is Bitcoin and so on and what can we expect in the future. But we've made a video, and in that video we have explained why we think that Musk is preparing a disruption in the coin, in the cryptocurrency world, and what will this mean for the future of cryptocurrencies. Musk has already stated that the coins are the people's money, so this is why he's going, we think, and we have made the case why he may be doing a Tesla coin in the future. We will see about that, we will see how this plays out, but let's go further.
To institutional interest in Bitcoin as potentially with utility function as a payment function, but also the fact that Tesla itself is perhaps now not only a car company, but also a hedge fund too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure I'd go that far. I think that Tesla would argue, that Elon Musk argued that he is using his company's cash, investing it in an asset that could generate more returns than the dollar, which obviously doesn't do all that much. You know, you can argue whether or not that's a hedge fund-like behavior, but clearly Tesla is following the lead of another software company.
It is important to know in this situation that they have many tax benefits with this move, but most of the people that we've talked with, most of the people are not happy with that move, and this actually reflected in the stock price of Tesla. We have seen a surge in the price of stocks correlated with Bitcoin, for example, Mara and Riot and DPV and other such companies, but the price of Tesla has come down. So it is interesting, and many people are saying that if they wanted to invest in Bitcoin, they would do that themselves, and if Musk wanted to invest in Bitcoin, he could do that by himself and not use Tesla. So this is a sentiment right now.
Company MicroStrategy and their CEO Michael Saylor, who's been very bullish on cryptocurrencies, and he was the first major executive to have his firm invest corporate cash into cryptocurrency. So he already has sent a congratulatory tweet to Tesla this morning saying that this is good news for Tesla and for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency industry writ large. It means that it helps validate the investments in Bitcoin that MicroStrategy has made, and I think that there could be others in the future that might adopt this model as well.
First car company to do it, to your point, but perhaps we see more and more corporates getting involved in doing this too. But to your point, Paul, and I'll push back a little bit, you have to get board approval to do this. I fully appreciate in a world of zero interest rates, having lots of cash on the balance sheet is quite painful, quite frankly, if you can't do anything with it. But this is a risky bet. You could burn cash, lose money if you're investing some of the cash that you have in your balance sheet. And I was just doing the maths, and I think this is around 7%, 6-7%.
So we think that she is actually right. In a way, we can expect the price of Bitcoin to rise even more because of Elon's move, because it has moved this alternative investment or asset from the fringes. He is moving it much more into the mainstream. So it is something that we have to watch for, and we know that it is a volatile asset, and we do expect the price to fall in the near term. But if more companies like Tesla start to take positions into this asset, we will probably see another increase in the price of Bitcoin. So we have to keep an eye for that.
Of the cash that they hold right now dumped in a volatile, risky asset like Bitcoin. It is a bet. It's a risky bet.
It is a chunk of change.
So most people say that it is a risky, but some people argue that Bitcoin is actually not risky. It is volatile, but it is not risky. We think that much of it depends on the governments and what are the governments going to do, because usually governments don't like to have no control at all over their currency, and they don't have control over Bitcoin. So this is a play that it is going to be dependent of that. And we still believe that, as she said, the presenter, it is a bet for Musk.
Bitcoin prices are very volatile. Bitcoin surging today on this news. It is interesting that Elon Musk, despite some of his public affection for Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies that he's talked about on Twitter lately, that he is choosing obviously to go with Bitcoin, since it is by and large the largest and most dominant cryptocurrency. So this doesn't mean that Tesla may not invest in Ether and Dogecoin and others down the road, but I think right now it's mainly Bitcoin. But you're right, Julia. Bitcoin continues to be a very volatile asset. It doesn't behave like a currency. And some would argue it doesn't even behave like a commodity. It really behaves more like a stock that day traders can love and hate. And right now, it's definitely love, but we've seen what can happen when Bitcoin prices plunge. That happened last year before they rallied back really sharply.
Okay, it is true. So people are actually day trading Bitcoin, and for some of them, it is actually a lucrative business. So we have seen that S&P is now 75% higher than it was its low point in last March. The Nasdaq has more than doubled since its pandemic low. Tesla shares are up staggering 900% over the span. And an army of traders on Reddit were able to send GameStop to the moon, at least for a few days. Although there is good reason for optimism about the economy and the pandemic, some fear the market euphoria is getting out of hand. Yet, it's impossible to time the bubble to burst. So, if we look at the S&P SPY, we are seeing that it is an all-time high right now. And here you can see we had the low, March low last year because of the fear. So here we had massive amount of fear, and people were actually fearing for their assets and the world to end. It was just fear and terror. And here we have seen such in small days, we have seen a decline. And then from there, we have seen a rise in this stock market. And what can you expect right now? So if you look here in the past, we can see that we have here in September, we were on the high, and then we were seeing a small correction. And this is, we had a W here, we can see a W research of the market. And here you can expect, right now, we still have, if you look at the chart, we are still seeing an uptrend for the stock. And here you can see that we had a small correction. So here, looking at the S&P, if they trust, and one-day chart, we can see here that we are still in the uptrend right now. So for example, if we put the trend line from here to here, you can clearly see that we are moving like this. So we are moving up, so here, in our opinion, we think that we are still going to have, in probably around 1 week, 2 weeks, we are going to have a small correction towards these levels. We don't think that we are going to see a higher, but if the sentiment continues and if we're going to move higher, then we are probably going to have a little bit correction to these levels that we are seeing right now. So this is important to know, this is important to keep in mind. So hope that you get some value from this video. Until next time, we wish you good luck in the markets and stay safe.